thunder, shake the open ground. Won't give in, I'm fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come
Welcome to anyone who's new, joining. Say hi in the chat. It'd be lovely to meet you. Happy Wednesday. How are we doing, everybody? Happy Wednesday. And as soon as I've gone live, I remember what I was meant to do in the last couple of weeks, but I wasn't in my studio last week to test it. And that is create a new intro panel where, you know, we've gone full screen now where we do this. And it's just like there's no graphics. I also feel that that could be done with this intro slide. But we could have just the links appear at the bottom at all time. I think that could work. Hope you're all doing good. Last week I wasn't here because I didn't have my car. It was being repaired after my dad reversed into it. You might see behind me right now there's a radiator on the wall. That's my new bathroom radiator. And let me just mute my watch. I've had it muted for weeks and I finally unmuted it and now I realise why I do. Good to see you here, Callie. Glad you're doing good. Quick bit of housekeeping. So every Wednesday, this is where Myles Dyer Live takes place. It's weekly live shows. Sometimes we talk about world events. Sometimes we talk about, mental health and well-being, life hacks. And then sometimes we just like to chill and hang out. Now, normally, the final week, the final Wednesday of each month is like a free-for-all Q&A. But because last week I wasn't here and I felt it was just a bit more of a chat, the show last week is now being done now. But I have to say, watching back, last week actually turned out all right, considering I didn't have any cutaways or anything like that. It was done all on my laptop. Obviously, the sound quality wasn't as good, but it worked. And I thank you, everyone, for tuning into that. Funnily enough, it was the most number of people that had ever tuned in. And I bet you it goes back down to regular levels this week, which would be a shame, because now we've got the format up again. No Xmas lights, no, all that's gone. Although I did light the lights. I do want to get something along the bottom of the table, though, to make it pop a bit more. So I do need to work that out. It only took a little stomach flu to get... Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's go full screen. So, yeah, a bit of housekeeping. Every Wednesday is here. You might be someone that just likes having this running on in the background. That is absolutely fine. Or if you want to engage in the chat, The chat is wonderful. People that always chat, have a good time with everyone there. And even if you just want to say hi, that's great, because I want to say hi to you as well. Don't forget you can click that like button. That helps get it out to all my subscribers. Every week I always see someone tune in who subscribed to me like 15 years ago saying, oh, I didn't know that you still did this. And it's always nice to see people like that again. So the topic of today is around gaming, but not computer games on PC or console games. It's like the easiest of games. Internet browser games. Ones that are free, ones that you can play with friends, ones that are really good, especially during a pandemic if you want to do a virtual games night with people. I've talked about them before, especially at the start of lockdown, but I thought it'd be a good chance to revisit. And I've got 10 suggestions. I'm sure you might have some suggestions of your own. So it's just a great opportunity to share. So if you've come to this episode not knowing that was what we were going to be talking about, that's absolutely fine. I'm just giving you the heads up now so you can have a think about it. Michael, I'm glad you're starting to feel a bit better. I'm actually having a really bad few days at the moment. I've just been put on a new set of antibiotics by my doctor. I won't go into the full story again, but I've been unwell since November of last year, and it's been really, really annoying. I just feel terrible. Today I've had a lot of tightness on my chest. My doctor always asks us if I have like trouble breathing or if I'm breathless, and I'm not, but my breathing does feel a bit heavy. I've been coughing a lot as well. So I'm just, I would say I'm feeling low. I'm not like hugely depressed. I'm just incredibly fed up, especially during a month where I'm trying to get things started. You know, I've mentioned before, job hunting. I'm pretty broke. And I'm not living at home for the most part because of all the renovation work happening in my bathroom. But it means once I get through it all, hopefully my health will be back. Hopefully I have a new job. Hopefully I will have some income. Then hopefully I will, be moved back in here with a nice new bathroom, and I can build towards the future. I mean, to be honest, right now I'm building towards the future. I'm just in that fight back stage, which could be quite difficult. So, yeah, I haven't done many games, Callie says. I remember one called Eggy in the 90s. Well, I'd love to hear about Eggy in the 90s, whatever that is. That is in part my story of the week, which was a bit of an update about my health. I'm doing okay. But the other part is, as of right now on my Apple Watch, when I burn another 20 calories, which might happen before the end of the show, I might stand up during it, I will have made I would have hit my streak of, just want to check to make sure of it, where is it? Oh my goodness, when I want to find it. Yeah. Today will be my 365 day in a row of hitting my fitness targets, which means it's been a year, which is absolutely mind-blowing. I just wanted to talk about that now because I bought this Apple Watch a year ago as an early birthday gift. And for me, it would have been a good investment if I got into a routine of working out 2 or 3 times a week, or if I was working out every day for a couple of weeks. For me, that would have been a massive success. The fact that I'm 365 days, or about to hit 365 days of hitting my target, is beyond phenomenal. And I find it sadly poetic that I will be hitting this target at a time I feel absolutely abysmal. There have been some days where I've been shivering, really cold, and I've still done working out, which some people might say that's really not good for you. But I've been like doing light exercise because I want to hit my target. And there's a couple of times where I've hit my target 2 minutes to midnight, so I've missed it almost a couple of times. But yeah, not effing bad at all. Yeah. So the way it works for those that don't know is on Apple Watches you have 3 rings. Let me bring up Apple Watch rings. Let's do it on the share screen. Is it going to show us here? So Apple call it close your rings, okay? Here we go. So what you do is you get 3 colors, and I'll explain what they are, okay? So you have move, which is the red one. That's the one that I need to hit for 365 days in a row. You have the green one, which is exercise, and blue, you have stand. And I'll explain what they are, okay? So the red one on your watch, that is the move one, okay? Now that is a goal by number of active calories burned. So not total, it's active calories burned. Now for me, it set it at 650 calories a day. And then when I started hitting it, it was saying, do you want to put it up? And I was like, no, I don't, because you know what? Some days I might find 650 easy and I might go beyond it. But other days I might not want to work out at all. And so it's good to at least have something to push for. I was thinking that once I hit a year, I was going to reduce it maybe down to 500. But I don't know. A part of me wants to keep it at 650 because it's a nice amount where I can't wing it. I do have to actively do something, which is either, you know, a VR exercise or go out for a long walk, something like that. So, yeah, that's number of active calories burned. And, yeah, that counts it there. The second one, which is very similar, is your exercise ring. And by the way, once your ring has gone round, it will go round again and again if you're doing 100, 200% of it. So you close this by completing at least 30 minutes of activity at or above a brisk walk. So again, mine is set at half an hour. To hit my move target, I need to do more than half an hour of exercise anyway. So today, for example, I am... Let's have a look here. I mean, I'd love to hold it up to the camera. You're probably not going to be able to see it. Because it gives you all the stats as well. You probably can't... Yeah, you're not going to be able to see all that. But... at the moment, right now, I am at 632 calories out of 650. I've done 100 minutes of exercise today, when obviously out of 30. So I've done, 333% of that. And then the final one, which I love, is the stand ring. Now this is... You got to close your stand ring by getting up and moving around for at least 1 minute during 12 different hours in the day. Now, this is the only one that I've not done every day for 365 because one day it didn't count one of the hours when I was out walking. And I actually complained to Apple and I said, can you fix this? Like, you can see in this hour I was walking. So how was I walking while staying sat down? And I think it's because my hands were in my pockets. So if they're at an angle, it assumes that you're sat down, which is a bit weird. And they said you can't change it, which I love. For Apple, I think that's really good. You can't game the system. I mean, you can game it a little bit. Like right now, if I let my hands hang down by my side, it would count. But, what good is that? But, like, you get blipped every at 10 minutes to the hour saying, don't forget to stand up. And it's been really, really good for it. So, yeah, you get motivated to close your rings. And it's totally revolutionized my fitness. And it's made it a part of a habit and a lifestyle. Because they say it takes 30 days to create a habit, 90 days to create a lifestyle. And this really is a lifestyle for me now. And I love it. Thank you very much, Kristen. Good to see you here. Just so I'm catching up. Hey, Michael. I need to dig out my Apple Watch. I like the colour scheme. Yeah, the colour's cool. I bought mine in 2017 and used it in tandem with my Fitbit. Fitbits are also great, but I found it difficult to switch the app when my phone went kaput and I needed... Okay, yeah. You understand the rings better than I did, I think. I only concentrated on 2 of them. Yeah, okay. Do Apple want you to find a park bench and sit down so that you can stand up? Yeah, interesting. Now, as long as you're stood up, if you're walking about and the hour starts, it will register it. So yeah, that is my story of the week. By the end of this show, I'll probably have hit my target of doing it for a whole year, which has just been amazing. So, for anyone that is new to this live show or has only joined in the last couple of weeks because there's this new format, I have a bit of a structure now. Before we just sort of chat and go with the flow, which can work, and it's nice to do them at the end of the month. But as I said, we did that last week because I wasn't here in the studio. But hey, Paul, good to see you here. Lovely to see you here, good dude. And thank you, Callie. Really, really, really appreciate that. The topic starts with a poll, okay? And I'm just really curious to hear what everyone thinks about this. So let me load up the chat, because I can't do it in this broadcast system. I have to do it in the actual chat. So, oh, is it creating a poll with nothing? No, that's cool. So the question that I want to ask everyone in the chat... Oh, look, it's just done a poll with yes or no, and there's nothing. No, we're ending that. Hey, Ben, it's good to see you here, buddy. So, would you consider yourself a gamer? That's what I'm going to ask you. Would you consider yourself a gamer? Yes or no? I'd be really curious to hear. You should have pressed yes or no, I know. Because gaming, I think, is a part of most people's lives now in one way or another. You might use it on a phone. You might be a part of like Wordle. Gaming is becoming just like another medium that a lot of people engage with. Should have had a kinder. Yeah, but I think, nah, yes or no? Do you consider yourself a gamer? Because a kinder, I think, is a nah. It could be a yeah. Don't know. It depends which way you think kinder is. Then we'd have to have a poll. Is kinder more of a yeah or more of a no? Oh, I used to be a gamer, but then you took an arrow to a knee. We need to have a poll and see how many people understand that. Actually, do you know, I have to show you something. I don't know if I actually showed this before. But no, I think I did. I think I did show it on the show because it was a Skyrim reference. On PlayStation Access, one of the presenters, Robert S. Pearson, as he calls when he does the Christmas maze every year. I got him a gift. I got him 2 gifts for Christmas. And he had both of them for one of their community posts. And to be honest, it's probably not that long ago. Yeah, here it is. I think I did show this before. So these are well, one of them is just an RPG reference, but the other one is definitely Skyrim. So I got him a mug that when you pour hot water into it, it comes up with the opening line of Skyrim, which is, "Hey you, you're finally awake." And then I got him this shirt that says "Black shirt, armor 0, weight 1, value 15." I didn't expect them to use it as an actual post, but that was amazing. Chris says, I play games, but I don't own a console and I'm not likely to buy one. Maybe if I ever have disposable income again. Well, to be honest, the future of gaming is where you're not going to have to own devices. It's all going to be cloud-based. That really is the future. Hey, JC13. Good to see you here. Yeah, which stands for gamer chick. So I'd say I'm a gamer. But you're not any old gamer, are you, JC? You're like a full-on gamer. Right, last chance. Anyone watching to vote in the poll, and then we're going to go to the results. And by the way, anyone here from the PSVR Without Parole community, do send my love later today. I do want to come back into Discord, but genuinely, like, this live show is like the only active thing I do every week because I need to do something, but I'm still like just really not in a good place with my health, and it's been quite difficult. So, yeah. Okay, we're ending the poll. So the result was, I think it was 52%, 48. No, 58% yes, and 41% said no. Well, I'm interested because now the topic of today is looking at, as I would describe it, free online multiplayer internet browser games, which is quite a long title, but I'm going to break it down what I mean by each of these components. And it might sound obvious, but I think it's nice to say it. Oh, it's good to see you here too. Do you know a VR game I've been playing the last few days properly and I'm loving it is Until You Fall? Like, it wasn't clicking with me at first, but once it clicks, it's a really good game. And it's a good fitness exercise as well. Sword fighting, parrying. It's really, really cool. I've been enjoying it. So, free online multiplayer internet browser games. Have a think if there are ones that you've played. Because I've got 10 examples here and we're just going to whiz through them. And then, depending on how things are at the end of the show, we might actually just dive in and have a game together at the end as like an extra time thing. Okay? So free. Free is obvious. It's a game that doesn't cost any money. Yeah? Nice and easy. Oh, LA Noire. Sorry, I don't want to get too distracted, but I had to respond to this. LA Noire is meant to be really, really good. Okay, interesting about design decisions. Okay. So it's a game that's free. So it doesn't cost anyone anything. It's online, obviously, online multiplayer. So it's a game that you can play online with other people. So you and I can all play this now. Internet browser. So you don't have to download anything. You don't need Steam. You don't need to download an actual program. You just can play it on your internet browser. And then games. Don't need to define that, right? Something fun and interactive, okay? So with that said, I have 10 examples of games I've learned about during the pandemic that I would like to share with you. And I'm happy to put in the chat the links to them all afterwards. Here we go. Ben says, lots of Twitch streamers I watch play collaborative puzzle games. Gartic Phone is another one. What do you know? I think that might be on here. Yeah, Gartic Phone is on here. It's a browser one, I believe, so we might give that a go. Okay, so we're ready. So the first one is a really obvious one. Okay, let me load it up. It's called Scribble. Scribble.io. This is where you can design your character. iPad, that's cool. And then I could create a private room for us with how many rounds, and I can even put custom words, so I could like put Pokemon and stuff like that. And then you start a game, and I could give a link now, and then it's Pictionary. It's online Pictionary. This one probably a lot of people have played. This is really good fun. This might be one that we play at the end, but what we'll do is we can do like a vote at the end to see what game we'll play at the end. Okay, so Scribble. Example 1, online Pictionary. I'll put these in the chat. Okay. I don't know if that's coming up as a link. Right, number 2. My brother introduced me to this 2 Christmases ago when it was the pandemic. And it's called Code Names, which is based on an actual game that I didn't realise. Okay, so let's see if we can do this now. Just to show you. Some of you may have known about it before. By the way, I need to put the heating back on. There's no heating in this house. Okay. So it's for 4+ players. Now, this is a game I'd love to play with you, but like it would give it away. That, you know, I've got to choose a game where it's not going to spoil it if I'm on screen. Let's play with recommended. So what you have people that are operatives and spy masters. And the way it works is you have all these words on the grid. Some of you may know about this already. Yeah, this is really, really, really good. So on like how we'd explain this. So basically, you have operatives on each team. Oh, wait, actually. Can I switch teams? So yeah, if I'm the spy master, on the grid, I can see the cards. Some are blue, some are red. So I'm the red team, okay? Which means I need to get my team to pick all of these cards, the red ones. If they choose a black one, it's game over. And blue, obviously, it goes towards the other team. And the way it works is you give a clue, a one-word clue, I believe, and a number. So I could just go, for example, Aladdin. If If I'm red. So I could go planet 1. Okay? Which means it's one card they should turn, and it's related to a planet. So they'd go, oh, it's Venus. It's Venus, yeah? But you got to be careful sometimes because, like, if it was Chip I wanted them to choose, and I go, I'm just having a look, actually. Maybe Chip's not going to be a good one. Well, if it was university and I go building 1, they go, oh, it's university, but it could be shop. So they might choose shop instead. Whereas there are times where you could actually go for multiple. So, let's have a look. Oh, my goodness. You know, I'm going to be really terrible at this. But it might be that you come up with a clue that applies to 2 of them. So it's like place 2. Let's say Rome and Himalayas were both red. You'd go place 2. And they'd be like, okay, it's going to be Rome and Himalayas. And it's the first team to get their teammates to get rid of all the cards. Does that make sense? Really, really good game. And it can be tricky. And all I can say is there's just moments of magic in it. So yeah, Online Pictionary, code names. That's number 2. Okay, so we've done 2 there. Right, example number 3. This is one that I think we will play at the end. Some people don't like it. I love it because it's just absolutely ridiculous and wacky. And I love it for that, okay? And this is called Board Game Dash Online. And it is, look, are you ready for this shit? And it is just a board game. But the board game is really random. So you got to get to... Let's just create a game here. You get a link to... yeah. And there's like... It's a really random game. So it tells you what's going on. And you can get items to get ahead of people. And it's whoever can get to the end first. And it's like... There's just loads of... Like the Happy Whore. There's like a brothel you go to. And like there's shops that you can buy items from. And stuff like that. And there's lots of mini games and things like that. It's a really random board game. But I absolutely love it. Because it is just so crazy. Cool. Right. So like one of the items you can buy in it is a pogo stick, and it allows you to bounce really far. But I think if you use it too many times, it has a percentage chance of breaking. And if it breaks, you hurt yourself, and then you miss like 2 goes. You played this, yeah? It is. It's really good. I think this might be a good one to play at the end. Oh yeah, these are wicked. Well, we're only done 3 out of 10 so far. So all right, ready for the next one? So the next one I've actually not played, but I read as a recommendation, and it's called Out of Context Party. But there's one particular game on it, which or maybe this is it. Oh no, you choose the game. It's a recounter. How to play. So this is where every player will be given a line in a story, and then players will continue the story 1 line at a time. At the end, players can enjoy the crazy stories they wrote together. So it can take like 15, 20 minutes. It's a simple game. This one isn't about who wins. It's just one of those that you only see the next line of the story. And then, yeah, it's just a fun one. Right, this is the one that Ben mentioned now, called Garlic Phone. Or no, Gartic. It's autocorrect it. And a lot of these you can play on your phone. Tetris isn't on my list, but I do know there are some places you can play it, which would actually be really good. Okay, so Gartic Phone. You ready? But Tetris I'll add at the end. I'll just write it down. Any other suggestions? Yeah, definitely. Other stream is called Garlic. Gartic. Here we go. Right. So this I haven't played yet, but... So, how do you play? It says calling it is better. Invite your friends via voice call Zoom, yeah? Each player must write a quirky sentence. You're going to receive a bizarre... Okay, so it's like Drawful on Jackbox. You get a bizarre sentence, and then you have to draw it. And then the drawing gets shown to someone else, and then they have to draw it, I think. Wow, there's loads of presets. That's really cool. So yeah, I hear this is really good. I hear this is really, really good. Cool. So that is number 5. Okay, number 6, I did play on a live stream once. I don't know if it was anyone here. But it's called Zoms. Zoms.io. Now, .io has a lot of multiplayer online games. A lot of rip-off games as well. So here, let's give it a go. This, you do need like a mouse to do it, really. Is it going to let me? Okay, here we go. So you start off and you basically... You go around the map and you like mine stuff. And then at night time, you can build stuff here. So I need wool. Oh, stone. So I need stone as well. And there's other players on the map. And then you can see on the right the schools of people that are on further waves. And then in the bottom left, you got this like graphic that shows you what time of day it is. So here I can build a gold stash. So this is for holding gold or what have you. But you go round, but there are basically zombies. But we could all join this and play together. So that might be something else we could do at the end. And you basically create defences to take on zombies. It's a, nice silly bit of fun game. Something a bit more active. Okay, so that is Zoms. Oh, Plants vs Zombies is a classic. You're still playing Wordle. Wordle is on this list. I almost missed it when it's on the thumbnail. Wordle will go through. Okay, so Spyfall. Spyfall, I believe, is like Werewolf or Mafia. I believe. We'll find out. God, as soon as I turn the heating off, my feet get cold. Yeah, leave page. Right. Join game. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't ready up. But this is like Werewolf, I hear. So, yeah, it's really, really, really good there. Cool. Number 8. Oh, number 8. Speak of the devil. It's Wordle. Who here has not played Wordle yet? Wordle has taken the world by storm. So I did show it before. It's simple, right? You basically get 6 attempts to guess a 5-letter word. And what's brilliant about it is everyone gets the same word every day. So you can speak to your family and be like, oh, how did you do it? So you got to guess a valid 5-letter word. And you type a word in and letters will appear. Green if you've got a correct letter and it's in the right place. It will be yellow if you've got a correct letter but it's in the wrong place, and it will be dark grey if you've got a wrong letter. So here we go. I know what today's is, so I don't want to spoil it, but I know that one of the best words you can start with is audio, because you get four vowels. So A is the only one I've got. So it means this 5-letter word has an A in it, but it's in the wrong place. So I might then go steel. So you don't want to use the same letter again. So I could have put like steed, but like there you go. So now we know the A is either 2nd, 3rd, or 5th, but we don't know what any of the other letters are. So, wouldn't have an L in it. But anyway, Wordle, highly recommend it. Give it a go. You always start with steel. Interesting. Yeah, anything with an S and a T or an L, those are really good ones. Wordle has taken the world by storm. Try saying that 5 times faster. Wordle has taken the world by storm. Right. Okay, number 9. I'm really curious to know which games are appealing to you most. Audio was one I read about earlier today. Okay, this one is my free bingo cards. This, unfortunately, isn't actually a game. It gives you bingo cards that you can then give to your friends. And then one of you has to be the ball caller. But yeah, if anyone can find actually like an online bingo game that doesn't require you signing in and stuff like that, that would be awesome. And then finally, number 10 is Slither, which is one of the IO games. It's one of the most popular. It's basically Snake, but it's 3-dimensional. And if you go on there now, we might end up on the same server. You just type your name in. Myles Dyer live. There we go. And here I am. And you basically... But if I hold down the trigger, I'll go faster. But in the top right corner, you can see people's high scores because there's always people that... Look at that. Oh, I killed him. He went into me. Wow. So I don't really want to play this for too long. But yeah, if I hold down the trigger, I go faster. Oh, he died. Oh, I died. There we go. So yeah, Slither is another one. Now, someone mentioned Tetris. If you know actually where Tetris is, yeah, it's got a Pac-Man vibe. Yeah, Slither I'm not great at all. So, out of those 10, I'd be really curious to know which was your favourite, which is the one that you like the most, the look of. So we have number 1, Scribble, Online Pictionary. Code Names, which is the spy game, really, really good. Board game, yeah, the fun and random board game. You got Out of Context, which is that story game. Gartic Phone, the drawing game, but like it's like telephone mixed with that. Zombs, zombie survival game. Spyfall, the werewolf style game. Wordle, free bingo, and Slither. Nice mix there, I think. Is Stick Def still a thing? Hey, Schemata Theory. Stick Def, wasn't that like a massive... Wasn't Stick Def like a website that had loads of stick games on it? Well, I know it used to be on like Newgrounds. Newgrounds I really, really liked. Yeah, Spyfall looks cool. I need to give that a go. But maybe at the end of the show we'll tap into the board game if anyone wants to play that. Cool. Wow, we've gone through that really, really quickly. Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is good. Is there a website that has that? Because it's all about, you know, there's a lot of games you can play online with other people, but we're talking about like internet browser games where the game is already set up, you know. It's like when I play virtual reality games. When you play games with other people, I like the idea that stuff is set up in front of you. There's a game that I bought this week for £1, like a couple of dollars, which was Bullet Roulette. So it's Russian roulette. So you sit at a table with 3 other players. And the way it works is one of you gets the revolver. You put a bullet in it. You spin it. Have to hold it to your head. Pull the trigger. If no bullet comes out, you get $1. You get a coin. And then it goes on to the next person. And they do the same. And obviously, if there's a bullet in it and it kills you, you're out of the round. And it's last one remaining. But the way it works is when you have coins, because you've pulled the trigger, you can then spend coins to point it away from you. So if you think, oh, this could have a bullet in it, you can either shoot someone else on the table or just shoot it in the air. And if you shoot away from you and there's a bullet in there, you get another coin. If you kill someone, you get all their coins. But if you shoot away and it clicks and there's no bullet in it, then you lose all your coins. So, which means when it comes back to you, you have to pull it at your head again. But everyone gets given 3 cards, and cards, one of them allows you to look into the chamber, one of them allows you to spin the gun again, and it's just it's a really like fun, simple game. Bullet roulette, really simple game, but good mechanics. Werewolf Within is really good. It's like who is the werewolf, but in VR, really really cool, because when you talk, the character's mouth moves, and you're like gesturing, saying, "Oh, this could be you. I think you're the werewolf. No, I think you're the werewolf." Stuff like that. So yeah, VR is really good for it. But again, today was all about games that are in the internet browser that require very, very little setup time. So there we go. Okay, what have I next got on my list? I'm happy. If anyone else has other gaming suggestions, do let me know. And hi to everyone who's just joined. Hope you're doing good. Right, to be honest. Okay, so fun finds. Time for fun finds. Something that I have found this week that is fun. Now, to be honest, I've just given you like 10 things. But I did watch a movie one night this week when I couldn't sleep. I'll be sure to put the list in the description of the video. Do you know what? I'll do it now. Let me do it now. But yeah, I watched a movie this week. I love movies, but I just rarely watch them anymore, and I've just started to. And I watched Shazam. Has anyone seen Shazam? The DC one? I had an absolute blast with it. I thought it was a really, really cute movie. Had a lot of heart to it. Oh my god. I'm just adding the list in now. 5, 6, 7. Shazam is great. I know it's a couple years. I mean, to be a couple years is fine, especially during the pandemic. I really, really liked it. Right. Okay, I've put it in the description of the video now. So after the show, if you refresh it or you want to refresh the page now, you'll see all the links there. Although one of them didn't add it as a link because I didn't put HTTPS at the beginning. Silly me. Right, how am I doing? I'm 7 calories away from hitting 1 year of hitting my daily targets, fitness targets. Oh yeah, I've heard Secret Hitler is also like the werewolf game as well. Cool. Right, that's added. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about Shazam other than I watched it and I thought, yeah, it was alright. It was pretty cute. I've been a Captain Marvel fan since I was a kid, so it was great finally seeing him on the big screen. Right. The other thing. Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of the upcoming stuff, like what's happening this week. So the only other thing we have to do, and then I reckon we should just jump into a game or something. What do you think, guys? So what should next week's topic be? Because this is something we're doing now, is every week, instead of me deciding on the day what we're going to talk about today, if you're here in the live show, you should be a part of this. So it can be anything from mental health and well-being issues, could be about world events and things going on, it could be about certain parts of entertainment. What would people like next week's show to be? And I agree, I think the cast was really, really good. Interesting. Family Feud, that's cool. Creative writing. Okay. What about creative writing in particular would you want us to talk about, Callie? And yeah, suggestions, please. And then we'll do a poll. What should next week's show topic be? So we got creative writing. Exploring how to develop our inner connectivity. Okay, so like exercises for that. Okay, I like that. That's a good starting point. I think if we come up with like 4 ideas that are quite different, you know, I'm happy to put a mental health and well-being tips one. Any other ideas, people? I would love to do another VR one, but just because of my current setup, I'm not able to do it at the moment. Although a part of me thinks I could set up my PlayStation 4 up here, and I could actually do some PlayStation 4 live streaming. That would be really cool. Actually, do you know what? I could do that, and we could do Jackbox. We could actually do a Jackbox through this. Okay, motivation, actually write scripts and that. Okay. Bird by bird. Okay, that's an interesting suggestion. So how to get creative. Yeah, Jackbox is really, really good. All right, another one could be a quiz. Big quiz. A big quiz next week. I want one more option. What could next week be about? Is there any topic you'd like me to deal with? It's getting close to the launch of my band's album. Oh, and the environment. All right. I'm trying to think what specifically it could be. A band profile show, as in previewing what's coming up. Meet the band. I could see if I could get the band together. To be honest, we are going to do something a bit closer to launch, but there's no reason why we can't do something a bit earlier. Okay. I know what to do about the environment. Okay, guys, so this is what next week's show could be, okay? We have 4 topics that everyone can vote in, okay? So, just to explain these. And it doesn't mean that we can't do them all. So, like, if there's one that's, like, does well, then it could be the following week, okay? But next week, either creative writing ideas and motivation, so we could do some creative writing exercises. Mental health and well-being tips. I'll come up with a more specific topic for that. A big quiz. It will just be a massive quiz. And don't forget, these don't take up the entire show. This will be like, you know, a good half an hour, 40-minute segment. And then the environment, hopeful projects. I'll actually do some research and give examples of some really amazing projects taking place around the world that people are doing to help mitigate climate change. So yeah, those are the 4 things. So there are 10 of you watching right now, 10 votes. Once we get to 10 votes, I'll close it, and then we will decide what to do for next week. And then I think we'll end with a game. There's 11 people watching now, so yeah, get in the chat, have a vote. Let me have a look what we could actually play. But yeah, band stuff will definitely be upcoming because my band's album is out on the 25th. The 25th. Right. While you're voting, I'm just having a look at the game list to see what we could play. I'm thinking the thing about the board game one is actually let's do the zombie game because the zombie game we can all just chip in on and play. I'm 4 calories away. That's cool. I mean, look, all these things could be done at a later time. Right, 2 more people watching to vote. Vote in the chat. Vote in the chat. Oh, wow. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's down to the last person. It's a third each. Whoever's watching and hasn't voted yet, you get the deciding vote. Unless you vote for environment. In which case, it's going to be a tie. Hey, Zubaida, good to see you here. Oh, there we go. It is official. With Zubaida, the deciding vote. Hey, Mojo, good to see you here. Have you voted yet? Good to see you here. Good vibes. Always about good vibes. I think that's it. Mojo, if you haven't voted yet, this is your chance. You have voted. Great. That is it then. I'm closing the poll. Wow. It's not what I expected to win, but you voted for it. And to be honest, it gives me something nice to work on over the next week. So this will actually keep me company while I'm still recovering from this horrible illness. So, look, mental health and well-being, creative writing were 30% each. Nothing for the environment, and 40% for a quiz. Yeah, it is pretty remarkable how close those are. So, next week, I'm just copying the results so I don't forget and don't have a massive load of hate next week. Myles, why are we doing this? I thought it was going to be the quiz. No, I don't have COVID. I've got a bacterial infection. I've had it since November. Well, that's at least what they think's wrong with me. They've given me a new set of antibiotics, but it's really not been fun. I've not been good. It's quite depressing. It's why I've not been in any of the games casts, like lives shows, because I'm sleeping a lot to recover and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mojo. Yeah, we need ranked choice voting, don't we? Thank you. And yeah, I hope it's not too serious. As I was saying, I hope I recover so that going into next month, I can feel a lot better. All right, everybody, who's up for giving this zombie game a go? We got 7 minutes left of the show. Obviously, happy to take Q&As and stuff like that. Let me do screen share, but I want to do like a full screen share. Okay, here we go. Right, we'll do that. We'll do this. This is happening. So let's work out how to get everyone in on the game. Right, so we choose what room it is. We're going to do Europe 1. So choose Europe 1. I'll put the link in the chat again. That's cool. We're only going to play this quickly and just see what carnage. We've got 6 minutes. Let's see what happens in 6 minutes. So everyone who's watching, if you go to zoms.io, put your name in. Oh, it's not letting me. Why is it not letting me? Is it letting anyone else type their name? Okay, let me try it on Chrome. Yeah, it's working now. Okay. So let me just change. There we go. So we've got to find each other on this map. I'm going to put Myles in brackets. MDL, Myles Dyer Live. Represent. Right, I'm in it. So on the map, in the bottom left, you see this little marker, and you can sort of see where everyone is. Okay, that sounds amazing, Chris. That sounds pretty full on. Right, I'm in the top left corner, so I'm just going to mine some stone. So in the bottom right, it tells me how much stone I've got. Oh, there we go. Look, all the names are at Q's there. That's good. We've got Stogie on here, who's been on it for quite a while. Right, I've got wood and I've got stone. So we can build a base together up here. Can I make this smaller and it still stays? Because I want to be able to see the chat while I'm doing this. Okay, this is good. Okay. Night is fasting. Get to safety. Okay. But why is it not letting me build anything here? Okay. Pet whistle. Yeah, right. Okay, it's turning nighttime now. What kind of game is this? It's like an RPG. But for some reason... Okay, now I'm out in nowhere and I've got no way of building stuff. And I don't know why it's not letting me build anything. Gold stash. I'm in the top right corner. Again, let's do this. Does that let me build stuff now? Yes, it does. Okay, so I can build a door, a slow trap, arrow tower. Okay, that's cool. Melee tower. How do you rotate these? Maybe you don't need to. Oh, R to rotate. You seem to be stranded. Oh, no. Okay, right. This is working now, right? And then I'm get the pickaxe again. Okay. I need more material. So I need more stone. Oh, it's daytime at least. Survived. So yeah, top right. Just keep heading northeast. And then you'll find me. And I think we can then create a party. Shop. What's the shop? Okay, so you use gold. You can buy pets. Coal. Okay. Shield. Utility stuff. Health potion. Spear. Bow. Pickaxe tier 2. So I need to find where gold is. I have no idea where the gold is. Is that... Oh, shit, the zombies are attacking me now. Okay. Whoa, there's quite a lot of zombies now. But this is all an internet browser, so you don't even need to... Okay, right, they're dead. Oh, really? Hey, Katie. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. You straight one more getting eaten. So I can't find any gold. Right. This is definitely a game I wouldn't mind playing sometime. But for now, I'll call it quits. You build a mine. Oh, is that what you got to do? Oh, no, right. You got to build a mine. Oh, gold mine. There you go. So this is different. This is not how the game used to be. They've definitely updated this loads, which is awesome. So, gold mine, 5 wood, 5 stone. Here we go. Oh, wow, look. Oh, God. I've lost my base. Oh, no, here's my base. This is good. So, gold mine. So I guess just build it there. And then... Is that... One, two, four... Okay. Oh, I don't have an... Okay, I'm absolutely... Yeah, I'm getting raided. Look at this. Cool, right. For another time. But after this show has ended, everybody, if you refresh the page, don't forget to give it a like if you haven't already. And if you look in the description, I've put a list of all the 10 games that you can play using an internet browser. Have some fun with it. Let me know how you get on. It's good to play with friends. Codenames is a really, really good one. The board game's really good fun as well. But yeah, definitely check it all out. I'm going to leave it there just because my energy levels are still through the floor. I've been sleeping a lot the last couple of days and still feeling exhausted. But yeah, it's like World War Z. I guess you could say that about a zombie game. But I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in. Yeah, I feel like I'm in purgatory at the moment. I can't wait to feel like I'm in a better place. But February is going to be amazing, especially with the album. Rest album release soon, yeah, for sure. Also got some interviews and podcast appearances coming up, all about the album and that. So that's really, really good. But yeah, just stay tuned, everybody. And thank you. Actually, yeah, let's have a look now. I am literally one calorie away from hitting my target. So yeah, so as I walk out, I will have done every day for a year, and I got for Christmas a new band, so I'll put that on to celebrate. Thank you very much. Honestly, you're all incredibly kind. I guess I should be working on a big quiz for next week. As always, Instagram tends to be where I'm most active. I've not been that active lately, but I did post a video the other day giving a bit more of an update of what's been going on in my life for anyone that is interested. All for the collective cheer, all for the healing and the kind words. But yeah, I'm going to rest well now. So love, respect, empathy. Have a wonderful week, everybody. For anyone that has been watching and hasn't said a word, still love you. Thanks. Yeah, I will catch you soon. See you next week.